Meanwhile, let's also tell you about Trell. Now, Trell is the community commerce platform, and now it has raised $11.4 million in a Series A round. This is the lifestyle community commerce platform. This video app has seen huge surge in users, especially after the ban came in on Chinese apps in the month of June. And my colleague Nayantara had a chance to speak to Pulkit Aggarwal. He's the co-founder at Trell. Here's an exclusive slice of the chat that we had with him.
So talking about check, I think we were already closing a round before this thing happened, right? So it is just announced recently. People do recognize we are already differentiated, and they've already seen us kind of growing regardless of the recent activities that have happened. And I think this has further fueled up their confidence in the team and has kind of, made them, kind of go faster than what they usually do.
Okay, so it accelerated their investor interest. So do you want to give me an idea that when you were in talks before the Chinese app ban and then you saw a surge in downloads, what it did to the talks you were having with investors, and did it signify higher valuations as well?
Yes, absolutely. So a lot of people, kind of spoke to us, wanted to understand how we are doing things differently. What are the reasons or the levers for us to kind of grow very fast, and how do they see us differentiated as compared to the other platforms, right? So all of those sets of conversations started happening, and this is where apart from this round, we are also kind of got some of the good conversations for the next phase of our journey at Trell over here, right? So I think it's been incredible response from the market as of now.
We keep hearing your co-founder Prashant, for example, saying how Trell is differentiated, how it was always differentiated. Do you want to tell us how it's differentiated?
Oh, absolutely. So just to give a context about Trell, right? It's a lifestyle social platform where users come and create 3-minute videos about their lifestyle interests and passion into the categories like, recipes, food, fashion, travel, beauty, cosmetics, etc., right? So it's a platform where people come and they do storytelling about their interests and passion or their hobbies as compared to anything else. When the same users essentially go on to short videos platform, they typically create 30-second lip syncing videos. They create entertainment videos over there. And the same users go on to the long form platform, right, which has 8-minute plus videos, which are desktop first. They create very high production videos using advanced cameras and advanced tools, right? So in a nutshell, Trell is a very different platform for both of these by the virtue of the kind of average duration of content that comes onto us. Also the nature of content that comes to us, right, where users do storytelling rather than performances or rather doing more of publishing content that they do on the other platforms.
Okay, so in that sense, can I ask you that you're more legitimate than, say, others like TripAdvisor, because it's being substantiated with holidays, actual visits, photographs, proof, as they say?
I think it would be difficult to kind of take an inspiration from TripAdvisor, but essentially imagine us like more of, kind of video Pinterest for Bharat, right? Where users come, share content around all of these interests and passion, and then they discover the content which is relevant to them around their interests, right? So for example, if you're a person who is interested to discover what new recipe you could cook from a hostel room, right? Trell is a platform for you. Come here, you figure out a content around it, start following personalities and, stick to them. Similarly, if you're a person interested to know what are the latest trends in fashion happening, right, then Trell is a go-to platform for you. Similarly, depending upon your various interests, right, what kind of content you want to consume is something which will be provided by Trell to you as we move ahead.
So pardon me for asking this question, just to understand and to make it easier for the viewers to understand what it is that you're talking about. Can it be something like Pinterest meets Instagram?
You can say probably Pinterest meet videos, because Instagram is again very fragmented photographs, right? But yes, okay. I mean, in a very simplest form, it's a storytelling platform like we are doing it over here. We are talking to the viewers about, our about our stories, about our achievements, about our things. Here, people come in front of camera and they talk about all of these experiences as a first person, right? Coming in front of camera, right? And yes, the analogy you can take is kind of, Pinterest meets videos, right? Which are there on Instagram, but again, around these categories,
Okay.
main. Yeah. So the best analogy you can take is we are a new age blogging
Okay,
platform,
now let's
right?
talk more.
So we are bringing down the entry barrier to blogging and vlogging for people. What people used to do on a WordPress or on a medium.com in the English era of the internet or a desktop publishing, right? The similar stories are coming on Trell today in the form of videos, right? So we are a new age blogging medium for them than anything else.
And it can be in any language.
Correct. It is across languages. It is language agnostic.
Okay, so Pulkit, I want to go back to something we were discussing. Now that we've explained how you're differentiated and all of that, you said that you obviously saw a lot of interest coming in post the Chinese app ban, how there was more interest and all of that. So Pulkit, if I could ask you that, were you always raising $11 million? Was this, around the target, or did you raise more, or did you just raise it at a healthier valuation?
So we definitely went in the market with a lower ask. We got oversubscribed by I think around 20-25%, right? And we happened to kind of raise more as compared to what we were doing earlier, and the valuations are also very healthy as we see today as compared to what earlier we were getting.
Okay, and now that you've got all of this money, $11 million, you're getting the checks, what do you plan to do with it?
So our focus remains on expanding the community of content creators and consumers on the platform across languages. We started Trell with a vision of empowering people to have a better lifestyle, right? And having more choices to make around their interests. We'll continue to embark on that, make sure that we could provide more meaningful content, right, to the audience across languages, which they face issues with today. And also at the same time, build technology muscle into personalization, into the content delivery, into all sorts of things that people interact with the product, right? So we'll be heavily investing on these two areas going ahead.
Now I want to talk to you about app retention rate. That is being seen as perhaps the biggest challenge. Everybody got those lakhs of downloads within 24 to 48 hours of the Chinese ban app. Has Trell, first of all, tell me how well did Trell do? And then what is your retention rate?
So I think we have one of the best retention rates in the industry, given that our platform was already matured, right? A lot of users were already sticking to the platform for a longer term, right? In terms of day one retentions, they are at par with what a Pinterest or an Instagram has generally overseas, right? In terms of day 30 retentions, they're above all the new apps that have come into the system at comfortably 3x to 4x what they are at today. To give you an idea about the kind of activity which happens on the platform, right? We in the last month got approximately 5 million content creators who shared more than 15 million content pieces, which got around 5 billion views, right? So that is the kind of engagement that we are seeing happening on the platform, and because of that, right, generally we have really good and flat retentions as compared to what other players have in the market.